Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm Nick, this is Sarah, and those are our two little doggies on the floor keeping cool. We're currently in southern Spain preparing for our next adventure with all the blinds and sunshades on the van because it's getting pretty hot.
Yes, we've got everything shut up, keeping us cool in here because it's about 35 degrees outside. So yes, we are looking forward to getting up to the north of Spain where it's a little bit cooler. But our plans have changed again, very slightly, due to the pandemic. Basically, quick rundown, the vehicle inspection was supposed to be
extended due to COVID. It's supposed to be extended until the start of November, so we thought we had ages.
Yeah, and then just yesterday actually we've realised that they've now pushed all the tests forward again and we have to do our vehicle inspection test in 3 weeks, so we have to stay in Andalucia. So all being well, be heading off to the north in 3 weeks time, and before that, yes, we'll have loads of things to show you down here in the south.
But anyway, it's getting pretty hot in the van, so we need to leave, and we've come somewhere really nice. Can you hear that? Can you hear those crickets? It's so loud down here.
Yeah, that's the sound of Spain, isn't it? All those crickets all the time. We're just taking a little rest in the shade on our way down here because it's quite a long kind of dusty rocky path to where we're heading. So after a couple of 100 metres down this very off-road dirt track, we come to a little oasis. Yeah, this definitely is a secret little oasis. Well, not that secret, but there's so many awesome spots just like this. This is one of many spots, and as you can see, we've got the whole place to ourselves. Yeah, and you've got, well, there's dragonflies, there's frogs, there's loads of fish in here. You actually get these little kind of small eel-y type snaky things in here. I'm not making it sound very nice for a swim, am I? But yeah, it's just so nice. It's a beautiful temperature. It's a great place to cool off, and there's so many like sandy banks that you can, you know, bring a towel or you can sit on the rocks. And we really are spoilt to just have this within walking distance actually here in the village. And we had lots of rain this year, of course, through March. So it really is, there's a good amount of water in here, and there will be probably for the whole entire summer, which is just fantastic. Diz, they're coming.
Gosh, those dogs are going. Dizzy's going to his mama, Charlie's just going to the other side. Reese, quicker than you.
He's quicker than me. Dizzy's actually a really good swimmer.
And Dizzy's just loving it. He's got frogs here, he's got butterflies. Good boy.
Good boy. That's nice, isn't it? There we go, little one.
Yeah. The reason we're still in the village.
Not that you need a reason to hang around here.
Well, actually, we've decided we're not going to go off anymore when we've got all this on our doorstep. Why bother?
Yeah, we'll just bring the van down here and that'll be us for the whole summer. Yeah, but no, the reason why we haven't left the village is we're actually waiting for a little annoying piece of, what do you call it?
It's like a switch.
A switch, what's near the brake paddle. Well, ours is faulty, so the brakes are not working.
The brakes are working, the lights aren't working for the brakes.
Yes, sorry, the lights.
Otherwise we'd be in serious trouble.
The lights, the brake lights are at the back obviously, because that's where your brake lights are. They're not working, or they work sometimes, which is obviously that's dangerous. The little switch is faulty, so we're waiting for that piece. It's supposed to be arriving this evening at the mechanics, so that's why we're still here.
And then we'll be heading off. But God, I love this place. You forget how nice it is on your own doorstep. Whenever you go travelling, you want to go as further afield as possible.
Yeah, and
kind
see
of thing.
as much as you can. But I mean, it's just beautiful down here. And we're actually going to try and take you to another spot now, because like I said before, there's lots of little areas like this. There's a few main areas. This is one of the main areas, isn't it?
There's a few areas which have water in the whole summer.
Yeah,
and
then there's like you can go off into the sort of wilderness and find a proper secluded little spot as well.
Look at this little private beach area.
Another little private beach. We've just stopped here quickly because we haven't been here before. But we've got a lovely little bit of shade here as well. And then just literally splosh, splish, jump into the river.
Plop,
plop,
plip,
plop, plip.
plump.
Yep. Come on, Diz, go for a swim. Go on. Go on.
Good boy. Oh.
Oh, don't come and get me.
And onto the sarong
No.
to ruin the camp.
Oh, oi! Get out of it! So this is another really amazing spot with a big rock in the middle there and loads of other little rocks to go and sit on. The dogs love this little spot because you've got all these kind of little layers that they can play chase around and then obviously just go and cool off in the river. Yeah, it's just beautiful, isn't it?
And there's always water. This is one of the places in the river where there's always like a deep pool of water.
Yeah.
Whatever time of year.
So I think we're going to have one more little dip before heading back to the van for lunch. It's a little bit cooler here. It's really refreshing. Cooler than round there because it's a lot deeper. So this is why we kind of want to keep our little village and all of this area a bit of a secret because of that. The other side of the river there is bins, but over here it's very much more remote, so people just leave and it's terrible. But luckily we did bring a spare carrier bag, so we will pick it up and take it back with us.
So guys, we're back at the van. Well, we actually moved the van because where we were parked before it was in full sun and it's getting pretty hot. So we moved the van to a shady spot to have some lunch. I've just been getting on with a little rust issue we had. Just at the bottom of the boot and just try and keep it at bay, and it's covered up with the rubber seal anyway. So yeah, that's another little job done on Vinny, and while I've been doing that, Sarah's been preparing some lunch. What you got cooking?
You're in for a treat today, my love. Right, so today we are having kebabs. Kebab meat, but obviously not meat. Vegan kebabs. And to go with this delicious, and we've actually done this homemade vegan kebab meat. I've also just done some van made, right just this moment, some delicious garlic mayonnaise sauce that's absolutely lovely, and that's going to go perfectly with our kebab meat in some wraps. So we've got both wholemeal wraps and non-wholemeal. Plain, normal.
They're not homemade, they're shop bought.
They're shop bought, yes, but this is homemade and I'm so excited because this stuff is absolutely yummy. I'm still perfecting the recipe. I'm not going to give you the exact recipe today. It's basically seitan, am I saying that right? I think so, seitan. And yeah, it's basically, you probably already know, some of you probably know, some of you don't, but it's basically wheat gluten, and I've used chickpea flour as well, and then you add liquid to that, and then you basically boil it. When you do that, you end up with this is your seitan. Now you can have all different shapes depending on how you put it in the pan. So I've just done a batch, so we had several of these. And then with the liquid you add, you put whatever flavours or whatnot to season the vegan meat. And this is actually really, really good. So that's what we're having for lunch today. I will be sharing this lovely garlic mayonnaise recipe with you guys in the future too. And this is actually made quite really simple. I can't believe I used to buy shop mayonnaise because this is much nicer. And this one is basically the juice from chickpeas, a tin or a jar of chickpeas, and then some really simple ingredients. And yeah, it's absolutely divine.
Look at that beautiful kebab. Have another look, have another look. Look at that.
I think he's ruined it a bit with that barbecue sauce. You don't need barbecue sauce with a kebab, you need garlic, loads of garlic sauce, loads of garlic mayonnaise sauce, maybe a bit of sweet chilli.
Bit of barbecue sauce, you can still taste the seitan. It's one good kebab, that is, and it's good for you.
Now, you may have noticed that Nick's had a little haircut. There's no more mohawk, it's...
whatever it is, Sarah's creation. But I do find myself sort of thinking, where's it gone? I'm making sure it's not a comb over and just checking where it is. So yeah, but it's nice summer cut, nice and fresh. Wow, look at that.
It's so good. This is like the little takeaway kebab van now. We could sell these, couldn't we? From this car park, even though there's no one else here except for us.
Well, we have. We've got a little table out the back now, haven't we?
So that was a really nice, yummy lunch after our delightful morning down the river. And now, what's going on there?
Whatever. New exterior table. Out the back in the little sort of chill out shaded area. A new sort of area of the van, the terrace, we'll call it a terrace. Got the shade up there. Little bungee cord holding the curtain up. This beefy beast of a shade can be put up there. And then you got this lovely little table. Supboard poles with a little mat over the top. Makeshift perfect little table for a little coffee or a little beer out the back. Looking out to a beautiful view.
We've basically got our own outside bar area, and that's actually really sturdy.
Oh, it's sturdy. Dizzee can go up there.
The poles are just tucked under in between the mattress and the bed.
Look. Oh.
Dizzee is actually quite heavy for his size. He weighs like 9.5 kilos. So, you know, but plenty good enough for a couple of beers.
Muscle.
One good thing about this hot summer here in Spain is you don't have to leave your bottles of water in the window for very long before it becomes really hot water and perfect for doing the dishes. Another good thing about these hot summer days with endless sunshine is just endless electricity. Our batteries are completely full. We're actually parked in the shade now. I've been using my power tools today. Nick's been using his power tools to do the rust. We've had this little beauty on all day, the fan, the fridge has been on, and we are still pretty much full on the batteries. So yes, endless power is absolutely fantastic.
Another really good thing about the summer is you don't need to take hardly any clothes with you, and all your clothes are small, like small shorts, small tops, so you've got loads more room for other things.
And they dry really, really quickly. Like this summer, I'm just going to basically have a couple of bikinis and then a couple of sarongs, and that's going to be it.
Yeah.
So there's hardly any laundry, and then you can just wash small things through.
Less bedding as well. Like we had a big double duvet on the back there, which took up loads of space. We had 2 pillowcases, designer pillowcases, with loads of
Not designer.
Sarah's designs.
My designs.
No, 2 funky pillowcases. With onesies, thermals, hats,
from the
gloves,
Arctic Circle last year.
scarves, all that sort of thing. In the summer, I literally wear shorts, a small pair of shorts and a t-shirt until it's dirty, and then wash it, and that's it.
So we're taking loads less stuff with us. We're going to go to the north of Spain. That's going to be freezing. We're going to be really regretful. So while Nick is just finishing off that little bit of rust improvement there, he's just sanding it down and then sanding down the putty, and then we will just give it a simple spray job, and that's job's a good one. I thought I would just quickly show you guys this little fella. No, he's very cute, but I thought I would just show you guys this little fella. He's also very cute, but that wasn't what I was going to show you. What I was going to show you was the brand new mosquito nets, finished, and I'm so happy with them. They work an absolute treat. Yes, so we've got one big one for this big sliding door, and then we've got one for each of these. Look at that. We have decided to go with magnets. We found these little magnets in a shop here actually, and they work brilliantly because they kind of groove into the windows. And look at that, it fits perfectly. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with how the sewing on the sewing machine worked out too. The big one here fits perfectly as well, and I think this is going to properly solve our problem that we've been having with the bugs. There's no way any bugs are going to get in. We've also got one on the kitchen, and we've also got a smaller one for when we have this door closed and we just want the window open. So completely, oh, and we've got one for the back. So completely bug out, bugs away, bug out, bugs away, friendly van from now on, which is absolutely brilliant.
So Sarah's done a great job with the nets. I've done a proper cowboy job with the rust on the boots. Put too much putty on and ended up having to sand most of it off, but it's sorted now and just needs a paint job, and then that's another little job ticked off the list. Yep, so we've got our nets, and we've actually got nets for the nets, which are above the driver's seat and the passenger seat,
which we had before, but they got very tatty. They lasted us the whole trip, so now we've got new nets,
and we're not going to overload them. We're just going to put the nets in the nets.
Yeah.
So they're easily grabbable. You like that word, don't you?
Grabbable. Yeah, by the way, this stuff, we got it from like a hardware store. It's sold on the roll. It's like a, you know, so much per metre. Just in case anyone's wondering, I suppose you can get this in any sort of hardware store. It's like kind of a plasticky type thing, and then I just did the material round the edge on the sewing machine. So that's how we made them.
And she's made a bag for the sunscreens, which is pretty cool. Look at that. Simple but effective, and they're just neat in that little bag. So yeah,
all set up.
We're getting sorted now.
We're all set up and we're all ready. So now we're off down to the mechanics to pick up that really annoying little piece of whatever it's called for the brake lights.
Switch thing.
Yeah, the little switch thing. Get that fitted, and then we should be ready to go off around Andalucia for a few weeks before the test.
Thank the Lords. Thank the Lords.
So we're going to end this vlog now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we will see you all really, really soon. Just remembered, guys, before we end the vlog, we've named the lavender. Thanks for all of the suggestions. We were thinking about Larry or Lex, but Lavinia has stolen the show because we need another female in this van, so we've decided that this is Lavinia Lavender.